Can I ask you something? If someone spoke to a child the way that you speak to yourself, would you be okay with it? Think about it for a second. Because some of us are carrying wounds that didn't come from what happened to us. They came from what we've been saying to ourselves ever since. Oh, I'm so stupid. I should have known better. I always mess things up. I can't believe I let that happen. And after a while, those thoughts stop sounding like thoughts. They begin to sound like facts. And I've noticed something about mirrors. They show you what's there, but they don't tell you what it's worth. And that's our job. Somewhere along the way, a lot of us started looking at ourselves through the eyes of our worst moments. Not through grace. Not through the growth that you struggled so hard for. Not through the healing that took you time to achieve. But through mistakes, regrets, shame. You made one wrong decision. Now you've built an entire identity around it. You trusted the wrong person. And somehow you've convinced yourself you're a bad judge of character. Why? Something ended. Now you're questioning your value. And it makes me just wonder, how long are you going to keep serving a sentence for something God already forgave? Maybe it's uncomfortable to hear this, but some of us have accepted forgiveness from God without extending any to ourselves. We say God has forgiven me, but we still replay the memories. We still punish ourselves, carrying the weights, introduce ourselves through old failures. See, you are not the worst thing you've ever done. You are not the biggest mistake you've ever made. You are not the relationship that failed. You're definitely not the opportunity you missed. And you are not that season that broke you. And if God wanted to define you by your lowest moment, He would have stopped your story there. But He didn't. You're still here, still learning, growing, still becoming. And that has to mean something. It has to mean something to you. Maybe this is the voice you've been waiting for. Maybe this is the push you've been beckoning on. You say to yourself today, I'm moving. I haven't ruined things. My life is becoming. I am more. And there is more to me. I'll recover. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm certainly not where I used to be. I want you to always remember this. Stop standing in front of the mirror looking for evidence of what's wrong with you. Start looking for evidence of what you've survived. The fact that you're still here, still trying, still hoping, still praying. It's proof that grace has been carrying you longer than you actually realize. Maybe that's how God sees you. Not as someone who got everything right, but as someone who kept getting back up for every single fall. And honestly, That's a beautiful thing to see in the mirror.